Okay, this is Aaron again with Exalted Lamb 1, and I have, oh my goodness, an amazing video for you here. I am so excited to share the revelations the Lord's given me in the last few days. I cannot hardly believe it. I am so beside myself right now. So anyway, let me get to it here. Man, he has absolutely won. He is roaring like a lion right now. He's about to come. I am so excited. I can't wait to share this with you. So let me get right into it. Wow. Bam. Here we go. A lot of you that have been following me know that I've basically had a few dreams the last couple of years. There's been several, but as far as this particular subject of these two sets of numbers. So one dream, it was a very, very quick. Both dreams were very, very quick. This one was the Lord walked up to me, to the side of me, whispered in my ear, 923 is 623. He said 923 is 623. And so at that time, I knew something about 923. It was when Obama met with the Pope, and it was the Lord showed me it was the beginning of the end of America. He told me that he gave me a dream 25 days before that, saying that the United States is going to be over in 25 days. And I was like, what the heck? What does that mean? And then they met, and then nothing really happened. But it was going to be a time delay thing, or it's a process basically. And so I didn't. And then here comes the Revelation 12 sign on 9/23 again 2 years later. And then, then that was the sign of the birth of the man-child, as well as the Antichrist at the same time. He told me about this twin birth thing and all this stuff. And so I didn't understand exactly what he meant. And so I've been this whole time, now I finally understand it. I am just so blown away. So 923 is 623. Okay, the difference, of course, is the 9 is upside down and backwards, making a 6, and vice versa. 6 is a 9. And he showed me over time that that's the way the elite look at a 9 is a 6 is a 9. But let me show you how this plays out with this time frame here. And I'm going to get into this here. So this is just phenomenal. So here we go. So 923 upside down and backwards is E26. Now, again, I've shown how in a lot of my videos how letters and numbers coincide with each other on purpose. They're hidden meanings upside down, backwards, and all this kind of stuff. Okay, so upside down and backwards, 923 is E26. Now, of course, E is the fifth letter of the alphabet, so that makes it 526. Okay, and then you read it backwards. Again, upside down and backwards or both. 526 is backwards, 625, the first day. This is incredible. So, and it works the same way, but just a little bit different way if you do 623. And 623 upside down and backwards is E29. And then E is again 5, so that's 529. That's my birthday. The reason I have it highlighted there. And the gold represents my birthday. And the purple represents Stinky B.O.'s birthday, the opposite. Now, my birthday, the Lord told me also a few years ago that my birthday was significant. Now, I didn't know if that meant hugely significant or just somewhat significant or whatever, but I'm understanding it's massively significant now. I'm kind of blown away. I'm very humbled by this understanding. I cannot believe it, that it kind of revolves around my birthday in a way, because my birthday is the exact opposite of Barack Obama's birthday. My birthday is the 149th day of the year with 216 days left over, and his is the 216th day of the year with 149 days left over. That's how we're the opposite of each other in a sense, okay? So basically, you take my birthday and you flip it exactly upside down and backwards, and you get 625. Okay, so either whether you do 923 or 623, because 923 is 623, it just depends, how you flip it upside down and backwards and read it backwards. It's basically 625, the first day. I'm blown away. I just can't believe it. And then on top of that, he showed. So that dream was probably, I'm going to guess, gosh, it's 2.5 years ago. And then the other dream was probably a few months later. I'm going to say about 2 years ago. Was this dream. And this dream was a little different. He was sitting in a chair. I was kind of waking up. I get out of my bed. This is my dream. And then he was sitting in a chair. He stands up, and right in front of me, like, like in the air, big, was 216. 216. And then he took the 6. He got up. He took the 6 and he flipped it to a 9. And then he said, this is what Jesus did, okay? I'm just telling. And he said 216 is 219. Now, I didn't know how those related. I mean, I knew that Obama got with the Pope, like I said, on 923. I knew 923 was Revelation 12 sign, had to do with his birth and the man-child's birth, the twin birth, and all that stuff. And I knew, of course, when he told me the 216, that it was reference to Obama's birthday, okay, the 216th day of the year, and all that. But I didn't know what 219 was and all that necessarily. So it's been this whole time that I'm trying to figure this out. So now I know. I'm completely blown away. So what is 216? Again, 216 is backwards 612. Okay, and then 219 basically is upside down and backwards 612. But they're both the same thing, but they're just two different ways of doing it. 216 is backwards 612, and 219 is upside down and backwards 612. So we have 612 and 625. Those are both the first days. This is the first day on the Julian. This is the first day on the Gregorian. And I can't even... This is massive, massive revelation from the Lord Jesus. And I'm so blown away. I just can't even believe it. I'm beside myself right now. A bit emotional in getting this out, because I've got even more incredible, like almost impossibly hard to believe stuff to share with you. That's just, he's confirming that is mind-blowing, that I didn't think I would know until we're transformed, until this stuff starts happening. So here we go. So this is showing the calendar that I'm talking about, so we have basically starting with the pre-day on the Julian. So when this comes, our day that we're used to, of course, on the Gregorian, will be 624, will be a pre-day to the actual birth on these 2 days. Again, 612 on the Julian, which is 13 days earlier than 625. So when we get to 625 in a few more days, it'll be 612 on the Julian. So you see them parallel to each other right here. Makes it easier for you to understand how this works. These are pre-days. This is the actual birth day. Okay, in a sense. There's several birthdays in here. In fact, again, I'll put the list of all these days with all these events, and I'll pin them to the top of comments again on this video as soon as I can, which won't be too long, shouldn't be too long, but it's just, I got different things I have to do all the time. And then, of course, YouTube gives me all kinds of problems. By the way, on my last video, it took me 16 attempts to get my video up. Hours and hours. And then I figured out, the Lord showed me some technique to get past it. Here, let me give you another example of what they do. Okay, so on my last video that I put up, this, by the way, it shows me how close we're getting to, because it's about a year ago they really started messing with me when I'm putting stuff up. And then it seems like each month, each time I put up in the last several months, going all the way to this time, it's been harder and harder and harder to put different things up. For example, the last couple times I tried to put something up, a video, you literally try to type in the title and it kicks it back, kicks your keyboard away. Kicks your keyboard away. And I restarted. I made sure it was updated. All this kind of stuff. Never had that before. Even up to this time, I'll bet you it's going to be the same thing, or maybe other things. I don't know. It kicks your keyboard away. Never had that problem. So what I had to do is I would type it somewhere else, copy it, and then I was able to paste it in. It was just, you can't even believe the stuff that they do to me. I mean, it's... Like, again, 16 times. You know what? How I got past this? I think it happened on the 16th time. Well, one thing is I put the title, I put "in Jesus' name" with exclamation points. I put "in Jesus' name," and then. But the other thing was, the Lord was telling me to keep quitting YouTube, keep quitting and restarting YouTube, and it somehow worked. I don't know how. It kept working. It just worked that way. I kept quitting, so I uploaded it. It was uploading, and then it said waiting for data or something like that. I don't know, forget what it was. And that's been the last few months. And then, so he said, quit YouTube. And so I did. And then I started back up, went back to it. Then it continued, and then it continued to upload. And then just, you can't believe this stuff, and you can't make this stuff up. It seems like, I mean, I'll never know how to. So anyway, I'll have the description of the complete timeline and all the details of the events on each day and everything pinned to the top of comments, assuming that is allowed, because there was a time, another thing, months ago, I couldn't even get it on there. I couldn't get it on there at all. It wouldn't stay on there. It kept going away. In fact, this one lady who helped me, thank you so much, Alyssa. So, she would put it up. She first came up with the idea of putting it up on there, and then she couldn't put it up. She couldn't put it up on there, and that was that way for a couple months, and then I guess they just let it go, and they didn't stopped it from doing that anymore, I guess, and now I could do it. I mean, it's just crazy, the stuff that they do is, but it's showing me even more that we're there now, because, man, it took me 16 attempts, and they are stopping every kind of truth you can think of to get up there. So, anyway, so I'll have that. Now, again, this is the pre-day. This is the first day. And then the fourth and fifth day is when the children are taken, zombies, aliens, bad aliens, stuff like that. All these different things. I'm not getting to it right now. Again, that'll be pinned at the top of comments in this video because it's just too much stuff to go over, and I've gone over it so many times in the past. But then we have down to here the last days, again, this is a birth as well. This is a birth in the pre-days here, and then this is a birth as well to the world in a sense, and then you have the post day of the stinky BO being birth to the world, which is 626 and 79 right here, July 9th here. So this is the timeline here. So if you want to pause that or take a screenshot of that or whatever, go ahead. But again, I'll have all the details of the timeline pinned to the top of comments on this video. Okay, so hopefully you see that. So keep this in mind. Again, 6/12, 6/25. And I'm going to mainly in this video show you the correlation between these dates here on both calendars to show you that this has been shown. And they've been doing this in the last probably a year or more, quite a bit more than they have in the past. Because it was getting closer and closer to this time. They've been putting both gematria of these things, both Julian and Gregorian, but they've been doing it the whole time, and now I've finally figured it out, I believe. So here we go. And then I want to share with you this idea the Lord gave me in several videos ago it was back in February. He said, "It is time." And then I'm like, okay, I'm like, is it time? It is time. I mean, you're coming back, whatever. And then the next thing he said, he said, "It is time to silence your critics." And I was like, oh yeah, I was so excited. And that was back in February this year. And because I was looking for, things he was showing me, but he was telling me that it's coming, but I didn't realize that it was right in the gematria. So I looked at the gematria, and it ended up matching some of the stuff I was doing at the exact same time. As if you watch my videos, you know what I'm talking about, to confirm that it matched exactly what I was doing at the same time. This 2196, it matched some exact phrase I was doing. I was like, wow. But I didn't realize these were the dates that were going to be this is when it was time. This is when it is time. He's saying it is time, and he was telling me it's in the gematria of what I'm sharing with you to prove it to you. So listen, by the way, Jesus is Lord of Gematria, okay? God is the God of everything, okay? If you don't understand that and you think numbers are evil, you don't know the Creator, you don't know His Son, who basically is over everything and uses everything for good in their ways. The enemy uses everything God has and distorts it and makes it for evil. And that's why my main theme, if you look at my Telegram or whatever, is Ephesians 5:11, not being any part of darkness, but exposing it. Okay, not being any part, paraphrasing here, but exposing the darkness. Okay, and showing people that what the darkness is and that He is the antithesis or the antidote to that. Jesus is. Okay, if you don't understand, to show these religious people that come on my channel for years and years, that I've had to block thousands of them, by the way, and have called me names, everything you can think of, have basically threatened me physically and my family, if you can think of it. I mean, I'm not saying those religious people. I don't know who those were specifically. Maybe both, religious and non-religious, whatever, doesn't matter. But these people have it in their craw, stuck in their craw, like, this is horrible, or this is anti-God and everything. That is preposterous. I mean, you are blind and naked in the dark, basically what Jesus said. I mean, it's very, very sad. God is the God of numbers. God speaks in numbers all over the Word. If you don't understand that, wow, you don't know the Word. I mean, you literally don't know the Bible. And that's not a surprise. Literally, I saw this survey of Christians. I think it was Barna did a research thing about, there's a survey, general knowledge about Christians, and 98% of Christians didn't pass it. I mean, I'm not surprised. I know most Christians don't know the Bible whatsoever. I've been studying it for 30 years, and I've known the Lord Jesus as a personal relationship for 20 plus years now, and He is the one that opened. If you don't know Jesus, you really don't know the Word, because He is the one. He is the way, the truth, the life. No one comes to the Father but through Him, and no one comes to truth. He is the truth. It says He is the truth. And if you don't come to Him, there's no way to truth without real truth, without Him. So if you don't know Him, you best get knowing Him. Get on your knees, get knowing Him, listen to Him, and do what He says. That's my best advice. That's what I've done. I started doing over 20 years ago, went through all kinds of crazy stuff, hell and everything, and I've for years, for many years, and everything, to get to where I am some kind of understanding now and have some kind of back and forth communication with Him. That's just what it is. If you're not willing to put your things to the side and take His will and whatever He wants you to do for your own good, then you'll never get it. You'll never get you'll never get there. He is the way there. He is the way. That's why it says He is the way, the truth, and the life. He is the life. He's the life you need to have to get a different life, not your own. You don't take your own and then run with it like most Christians, so-called Christians do. I call them Christendom and dumber, because that's a massive mistake, and it's an arrogance that resides in people's hearts to think that they know more than the Creator and know more than His Son He sent to lead us as the head of the body. And you think you know more than Him? He's a God. He's a God and the Lord of all this. Numbers, everything. Okay, so I'll get off my box here. Okay, anyway, so it is time. What is it? It's time. Look, 6:24, that pre-day on the Gregorian right there. And then I'm like blown away. Like, he goes, look back at this. What I said about it is time. And then it's time to silence your critics is 2196. And you just get rid of the 9. And then you add 92 stays the same. Backwards is 612. There's the first 2 days. Well, there's the pre-day and then the first day on the Gregorian. I mean, wow. I was just like, what? I mean, if you really understand what I'm showing here, it's just mind-blowing. Woo! Ah! I mean, seriously. And then I brought in, again, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you understand I've been trying to figure this out. He said he was behind me in a dream. Again, these are some short dreams. I've had some longer dreams, but these were short dreams. I have had issues with sleeping for a while. I've had sleep apnea that's been very severe. The Lord's just been really working with me on it, and there's different things I'm going through because of it, and it's a long story. I don't want to get all into it. I'm doing better with it in a way. In other ways, it's still a struggle. It's Him. I don't know how to explain it, but He's my Lord no matter what. I'm going through whatever I need to go through, and I'm believing I'm healed and all that stuff, and I do the best I can. That's all I can do. I believe as much as I can. I can pray as much as I can. And, things will be healed when they're healed, and it's on in my hands, okay? I do the best I can. That's all I can do, and I believe I am already healed, and that's it. That's it. No one can tell me otherwise. I don't doctors or anything like that. I'm just going to do that, and then soon He will redeem me 100%. So Isis is born on 210 is what I've been sharing for a while, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, and he said, look back at it again. So during this video, before this video, and during this video, he's been reminding me of things and getting me back to this and confirming this time like never before. What I'm showing you right now is like, wow. He's just saying, look, I'm confirming this. Things I've said, I'm confirming it now. And I waited 6 months to confirm this for you. Now it is. The Isis is born on 210, spelled out is 259, which is back upside down and backwards, 652, which is backwards, 256, which is 25th of June. So we got the 25th of June, the 24th of June, the pre-day, and the first day of the Gregorian, and the first day of the Julian. I mean, are you kidding me? What more confirmation? And I got so much more. Okay, and then where this really got sparked, before he even telling me about these things, was watching Jurassic World Dominion. Okay, my daughter wanted to see it with some of her friends. I took them there and everything, and it blew my mind. I saw something, and I'm gonna show you a few things I saw in that movie, and then Then I looked at the movie more, and I've expanded on it, and I'm sharing some of the things. I've got so many things I could share with you in just this movie alone, and other movies, and things I've done in the past. Literally, what I've done is, before I share this, put this video together, I compared what I know about this time frame to 100 things in the past that I've done. And I had to have at least 100. And then once I did that, I said, I'm going to do 100 more. This is the kind of research and stuff I do that nobody that I know does, hardly, really. And without having a system that really works. My system has predicted events to the day, okay, and hundreds of events, the symbols of those events to the day. And if people have said on this channel all the time, oh, you never got anything right, just because I didn't get those exact days that the things happen right, I've got exact events that happened exactly when, delta, the variant, whatever. Who cares? Doesn't matter. If you know, you know. It doesn't matter. I just want to give one example. I predicted to the exact day of the particular vary, and then the ant called delt, and then and it was on the exact day, and all that. And I said it would be a vary, and then ant, and they didn't have any versions of the vary and ant before that, and all this stuff. I mean, I have so many examples of that since I started almost 4 years ago, predicting exact days of a particular hurricane hitting reaching a particular place, and all this kind of stuff. I mean, to say I've never predicted anything is just preposterous. You don't know anything. You literally have your head in the sand, and just stop getting used to that like sand like texture in your mouth. Pull your head out, okay? Okay, so Jurassic is 116 in reverse ordinal, and then so that's backwards 611, the pre-day and the Julian. And then world is 529. Now there's several numbers that hint to that, but I wanted to show in this reverse triagonal one, that's 529, to make an emphasis that it's my birthday, and that's upside down and backwards 625. Okay, so we literally have both first days right here. And then Dominion, just to show, the extra word they added to Jurassic World, because there's been other Jurassic Worlds, or whatever, it's been two others or one of it, whatever. Anyway, Dominion is 119, upside down and backwards is 611, and the Dominion is also 149. The 149th day of the year is 529, upside down and backwards is 625. So again, both first days, and technically that's a pre-day, and this is the first days. But I consider the pre-day and the first day the first days. Also, the day after the first day is, in a sense, a first day as well, because the pre-day is a heralding day of the birth, and then the day after the birth is a heralding day. So you imagine you're just going to say, hey, the baby's about to be born the day before, and then the baby's born, and then, oh, the baby just got born, was just born, I should say. Okay, so that's how this works. And so let me. I went back to this and looked up some few things to show you real quick to add to some of the things I originally saw in the movie. Now, okay, in the movie, these people, some of the original characters from Jurassic Park, the scientists and stuff, they're trapped, and then here comes the guy Ian Malcolm, played by Jeff Goldblum, and he's trying to get him out. He says, "Do you know the code?" And then that is 1218, which is 1218 is 129. Okay, 1218 is 129, and then backwards that's 612 or 126 right there. I mean, look, I'm just going to show you how it's everywhere. And he says, I don't know there's going to be a code. I know there's going to be code. And then that's 264. So 6 is the middle of 24. Again, we got 624, the pre-day on the Gregorian. And then they say something else, and then he goes 10,000 possibilities, 10,000 possibilities. And then that's 624, and also 1 plus 8 is 9, upside down and backwards 624. 624, 624, 624. Again, the pre-day, 624 and 625, okay, on the Gregorian. It just keeps going in this movie. And then so he starts typing in, he just starts making up a code. What he says, he goes 1984. And then so you spell out 1984, and I'm going to show you some of the things. Again, this is kind of intricate here. I'm going to show you how intricate this can be and how hidden this can be. But these are the main, again, English and reverse and Sumerian and reverse Sumerian, and how the details of 1984. First of all, it's a book, and that's why, obviously, why he did it. You know, it's about the end of the world. It's about the control over the world, 1984, George Orwell's book, and obviously, 1984. That's why he would do that. Okay, so that gives you kind of insight of his psyche or whatever, the end of the world kind of stuff, which he did as a character, predicted some of these things, these weird things that will happen, and anyway, whatever. So anyway, so 220 is the 611 is the 162nd day of the year with 220 days left over. Okay, and then 266 is the 266th day of the year, which is 923. And again, remember we did 923 earlier when I showed you on that first slide, upside down and backwards and everything. That's 526. Upside down and backwards is E26, which is 526, and then backwards is 625. Okay. And then this one's the 132nd day of the year, which is 512. And 512 is 5 months and 12 days into the year, which is 612. Again, this is how this stuff works. And I'm showing some of the intricacy of this. And then 1596 would be 1515. Flip the 5 and the 1, get 5115, and that's 525. And 525 is 5 months and 25 days in the year, which is 625. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm going through kind of quickly because it's not as clear as, oh, it's 624 or it's 625 in Gematria. You know, these are a little bit more hidden, but that's what they all come around to these days. They just do. Okay, and I'm going to show you. And now check this out. Now this is Stinky B.O.'s birthday. Okay, and I'm doing it backwards in a way. I'm doing the year and then the month and then the day on purpose. Okay, so basically now, if you look at 1961, as you're turning it, Look at how if you turn your head to the side, the 61 is a 19 and the 19 is a 61. Turn your head to the side. 19 is a 61. Go either way, either direction. 61 is a 19. 19 is a 61. That's all on purpose. So if you, by the way, like I've shared many times before, anything you add 9 to stays the same, so you can cross out any 9. And with the rule of Kalel, you can, a masonry rule that I've showed many times in my videos, you can add or subtract a 1 anytime. I really don't add ones too much, because again, they even say in the rule that it seems like a cheat, but it's not, because it's the monad, it's the god that can go in and out anytime he wants. It's a weird explanation, but if you take this 1 and this 9 out, so for example, I'll just say if you take this 1 and this 9 out, because you have 6184, or let's just take this one because it's really 61 is really 19, because like I said, you see right here. So then we left with, or if you take this one out, so if you take these out, you have a 61. We'll just flip that upside down, 19. Then you have 1984. You take the 61 or the 19, that doesn't matter. You just flip it over and you got 1984, and that is Stinky B.O.'s birthday on purpose, because when he is born to the world is when 1984 is going to kick off. The book and George Orwell's where it's controlling everybody and everything like that. This is all planned like that, okay? And there's a little, for some reason, this bad footage of this movie, there's a little smear right here for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, not the greatest footage, just so you know, because it's not a good file, but at least it was something. I mean, the movie just came out, so, okay. And then he's like, then he does 1984, nothing happens. He doesn't know the code. He's just making stuff up. I mean, that doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Then he goes, Miles Davis's birthday is 0526. And then, so that's 526. And this is what I was paying attention to. I didn't know the other gematria off my head, of course, the other stuff, but I immediately saw 526. I'm like, okay. And then I'm going to show you something else I saw, some other things I saw in the movie that equated to 526. I couldn't believe it. And then, so, by the way, so that is down there is 2892, which is 192 or 219. Again, we did the reverse, which is 612, upside down and backwards. And then this is 625 backwards. Miles Davis's birth is 625. Now I'm going to show you Miles Davis. Okay, he put in Miles Davis's birth. Now, right in here is all the code. It's just crazy. His birthday is May 26, 1926. So May 26 is 526. 926, just to get 1926, take away the 9, you got 126. So 526 is backwards, 625, and 126 is, it says backwards, 612. 612, these are the 2 first days right here, both first days. Miles Dewey Davis, American trumpeter. He referred to him because he's both first days hidden. Oh, you see that? It's there. Believe it or not. Naysayers, go away. Seriously. I mean, you have got to be the blindest people I've ever been around. And then you have to be mocking and stuff because you had nothing better to do. Go away. If you can't see this, wow. Good Lord. Okay, so then there's another scene, and again, this is another scene I saw to confirm this 526. My Miles Davis 526, and then I see this 626 right here. See that 626 right there, and it's 626 and 2 sevens. That's one way to look at it. 2 sevens. Okay, I'm gonna show you this real quick. So the day of the year, June 26th, or 626, is 177th day of the year, or 2 sevens. Again, you will look hello, you can take any one away. 2 sevens, 2 sevens. See that? And what's also about, again, June 26th, what is that also? June 26th is 5 months and 26 days in the year. So when you go through 5 months, you completed May, that's the 5th month, and then 26 days into June is the 26 days. So you have 5 months and 26 days in the year is June 26th. That's one of their little tricks that people don't know. So they show one or the other to hide the other one. So if they want to hide this, they show this. They want to show this, they hide this. I mean, either one, whatever. So again, this is the day after the first day. But then if you take this backwards, it's 625, the first day. So we have 625 the day and the first day, or we have this day here, which is not really the day, backwards, which is the day. It's just. Hopefully that makes sense, but that's what they're hiding. Again, they do these little tricks so you can't quite tell what's going on. And then you have the Gregorian and the Julian that they're referring to both at the same time, and upside down and backwards. And people don't get it. Of course, if not for the Lord Jesus showing me this stuff step by step and learning this stuff over 4 years and other stuff before that, I would have no shot at any of this stuff. No way. I couldn't do this. He's given me so many anchors, like the things I talked about, those numbers in the beginning, and these particular things saying it is time, or Isis is born on whatever through dreams, and a lot of words back and forth to him, and me begging him. I've begged him thousands of words, begged for his attention, begged for his information, begged for his understanding, and then I've gotten it. I've stood at his feet and cried at his feet so many times I can't even say. Too many times. In my mind, too many times. So this is the girl the girl that plays in the movie, and she's like the main girl that's the focus of the movie, and the actress is Isabella Sermon. Okay, now look, she plays a character called Maisie, and her real birthday, apparently, this Isabella, is July 8th, and that's the last day. July 8th, and there's more here. This is crazy. July 8th is the last day, and that just happened. They love tying in these actors' birthdays to the message. I mean, they just do. I've shown it many times. It's just the way they do it, okay? Because it's about birth. It's about more subject symbols of birth. And then her real name is 145 in English order. Just simple. A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3. 145. What's 145? The 145th day of the year is May 25th. Or again, 5 months and 25. Another layer is 5 months and 25 days into the year is 625. The first day. So we have her name relating to the first day and the last day. Crazy. Her birthday and her name, first day, last day. 7/8, and then the post day is 7/9, but the last day is 7/8 to 7/9, basically. Okay, it's crazy. I mean, just nailed it. And then check out this. Her name is Maisie in the movie. Okay, and I couldn't believe what I was just thinking about it for a second. I'm like, what? Maisie is simply May and Z. Lord just hit me with this. I'm like, what? May is 5, Z is 26. And then what's 526? I just showed you a bunch of times with Miles Davis and everything. And so these are some of the things that are adding up. By the way, the woman, I didn't even say this. Let me go back here. Woo! She's holding her belly. See? She's about to have Maisie. Her name is Charlotte. I'm going to get into that in a second. Her name is Charlotte, and she's about to have Maisie asexually. I mean, it reminds me of Stinky B.O. He's a clone. The 44th Prez Stinky BO, no Obama. He's a clone, and he comes from a. By the way, the girl speaks British, and she's British. And that's the Queen giving birth to something else. Okay, that's not normal, natural. This is not natural. She made this from her own DNA, and she. There's no male involved. Anyway, it's a hint about what's coming. I'm gonna give you more of the hint coming up soon with Charlotte. But here it is, bam. Okay, let's keep going here. Okay, so Maisie is May Z, which is 526. It's crazy. I mean, they do this all the time. Play on words. What sounds the same. I mean, I've shared that many, many times. A lot of things that you see and hear, they're multiple meanings because that's how English works. They mean different things. That's why so many words in English have so many different meanings, or you have the same sounding word that means so many things, because it's deception, and they can run deception through so many ways. And that's 625 backwards. Okay. And then her mother is Charlotte, which is 612. Again, she is Maisie. Again, what's the relationship? The two first names in the movie. Charlotte is 612 in English Sumerian, and she breaks down as being phonetically or sounding like May and Z, which is 625, the two first days. 612 on the Julian is the first day. 625 on the Gregorian is the first day. Is that a coincidence? Oh, God, no. Okay, and then look, Charlotte... That's the mother, okay? Charlotte's unique name with a real royal history. It's having quite a comeback. The name of French origin means free man or petite, is the feminine form of Charles, since Charles was a favorite among royal boys. Now think about this, okay? I said she's British, right? She speaks British with a British accent, the girl in the movie, okay? And her mother did as well, okay? Spoke British, okay? The Queen, hello, royal. The Queen had a son named Charles, the King, okay? And it's a feminine. So it's hinting that Stinky BO is the feminine because he's really a female in a male's body. He's really a Baphomet, but more female in a sense because he's the queen and he's the princess and all this stuff. Whatever, all kinds. He's both, actually. But he's Apollo and Artemis and all this stuff, okay? And so he is Charlotte. The female Charles, and it's hinting that she gave birth to him, the secret child that was given birth to, that is the feminine of Charles. He is Charlotte. Okay, it's just crazy. Okay, speaking of Charlotte, made me immediately think of National Treasure, and I'm gonna do a little bit of I'm gonna go down a rabbit trail for a second, but just for a reason. So look at that. Of course, National Treasure. It's about Freemasonry and all that. There's so much in that movie. I mean, literally, especially right now, what I know, I could break that movie down so well. I have a little bit already, but now that what I know right now, I mean, I would basically be able to prove this in just many other ways. I could just see a 5-hour video that would completely break this down and blow it away. Anyway, Disney National Treasure. I mean, look, Eye of the Triangle. Jeez, I mean, are you kidding me? Okay, and then just to mention real quick, Walt Disney, of course, if you didn't know, he was a part of Demole, which was a type of Knights Templar, like a Knights Templar. And then if you see the Masonic thing, he was a Mason. Okay, so they believe all the numbers and letters, significance, and all that. By the way, again, if you don't understand that trillionaires and billionaires and all the other minions below them, which is a lot of the world, run on Cabal. They're all Kabbalists, which they believe in the power of the number in the letter and its control and manipulation of the world and the masses, and controlling the people through manipulation in the media, all kinds of media, through predictive programming and everything that is shown in front of your face, which is all gematria. Then you need to understand that. Okay, and all the people that even talk about truth, all the truth channels and everything on the YouTube and all that, supposed truth channels, whatever. If you don't understand gematria, you don't understand anything. Anything. This is what all these people believe. This is and I'm proving it every video that gematria is the source and the reasoning for all this, because it's the ultimate control. It's the ultimate manipulation in words and phrases and sentences and paragraphs and everything else. It's everything they do. Every image you see is a gematria. It's gematria on movies and TV and everything like that. It's all gematria. It's all to program you, and just the way it is. The things you're more used to, the products and things they put in your head. And I'm going to show you a few of those examples here, but I've shown many over the time. Everything. I mean, look, it's wicked. It's wicked to do it is wicked, and Mickey down here is exactly upside down wicked. Mickey M-I-K, that's even how this show, you can see it exactly the same. Wicked, okay? And I'm going to show you in a second here. Boom. See this? You can see it reflected in the coffee in this half Mickey cup. Okay, look, Mickey is reflected exactly. Wicked. And you still think that's a coincidence? Are you that dense that you think it's a coincidence? The ones who, the naysayers watching this video, and there are many usually, okay, you still think that's a coincidence? And there's nothing going on with a Mason who is in now, has Marvel and has all these, has Star Wars and all these things, all these popular things, and they're not completely programming people? I mean, absolutely they are. Disney now has so much I mean, they almost have everything now, it seems like, in entertainment. It's just crazy. They're taking everything. I mean, it doesn't matter who has what. The enemy works in all of it, but it's just, they're definitely, I mean, this is provable. It's Masonic, it's controlling and everything else. Okay, very provable. Okay, so again, look at Mickey. What's Mickey? Let's see right here. We got a 6 right there, and we got a 6 right there. Okay, 6, 6. I'm going to prove that's there for a reason. Okay, this just has 2 6s. But if you look at Walt Disney, it's 6, 6, 6, 6. It's several 6s, but... And then I'll show you Disney in a second. It's got 6, 6, 6 as well. 3 6s. But see how Mickey is 6, 6? And then this is how impactful Gematria is, because Mickey is in the English ordinal. I just cut off the ordinal part. Mickey is 6, 6. And then you see the hidden 6, 6 that people don't really pay attention to. And Mickey is 6, 6. And again, I just showed you how, I mean, on all the stationery and all this stuff for years and years, he put Masonic symbols and everything. That's what they believe. They believe in all this stuff. They are Kabbalists. That's it. They believe in all this stuff and the control of the masses through their it's called lesser magic. And that's what Anton LaVey called it and admitted that that's what they do and everything else. Lesser magic to control the masses. And what is 6, 6? Okay, so what is 6, 6? It's the first day. It's 2 ways. It's 6, 6 is 6 times 11 is 66, or June 11th. And then 6, 6 is also 6, and then 24 is 6. 2 plus 4 is 6. They're showing on both calendars. And notice they're 13 days apart. For the Julian difference, from Julian to Gregorian. That's 2 different ways of showing. Hiding it, of course. So Mickey is, every time you read Mickey or see Mickey or say Mickey, they're programming you 6, 6 or 6, 11 and 6, 24. And now it doesn't say what year, but it will. In Disney, it says the whole thing. Okay, ready? What's in Disney? Well, we got the 6, 6, but let me show you this. First, look at the Y in the back first. Y is the 25th letter of the alphabet. Okay, 25. And then D, again, another thing the Lord's told me, and I've really never seen anybody talk about this or know it at any great length, or even teach it or discuss it or anything, is first and last letter codes. They do it all the time. It's almost everything. Well, pretty much everything. You just got to understand it. So Y is 25 and D is 4. Now look at that backwards. 524. Again, 524 is 5 months and 24 days into the year, which is June 24th, the pre-day of the Gregorian. That's a coincidence? No, there's more in here to confirm what I just said about first and last letter code on this. Here's more. We got a 6 right here. Do you see the 6 right here? See the 6 right there? 6, 6. There's a 6. Just saying it one time. There's a 6 right there. There's a 6 right there. There's a backwards 6 right there. 6, 6, 6. So we got 6, 6, and then we have a 6 right there. And to confirm that even more, boom. See that? That is 624. We have 666, 624, and 2022 is 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. And the other one I mentioned was 6 is 6, 6, 6 is 611. And then that's also 2022. So 611, 6, 6, and 624 are all 666 and 2022. I mean, are you kidding me? This is all programmed in that. Every time you see a movie, it says Disney. Every time you see someone says Disney, even I'm saying Disney, but I'm exposing it, so I get a pass as far as programming you. Okay, people say, well, the fact you're saying it, you're promoting it. No, so I shouldn't say anything, so everybody just goes along and says it and is automatons on. So I should say, so if I say evil, does that make me evil? No, I'm preaching evil is bad. Oh, you said evil. No, I'm not. No, but you said evil. No, I'm saying evil is bad. No, but you said evil. You can't say evil because evil is evil. No, I'm saying evil is evil. And that's, no, you said evil. See, I mean, that's what, this is the ridiculous reasoning that these people come up with, that you that are, think you know what you're talking about and challenge this kind of stuff, and you're mentally ill. You're literally mentally ill. The world has programmed you to be mentally ill. I mean, if you don't think the world has programmed people to be mentally ill, then why do people marry their car? Or why do people marry their snake? Or why do people have, oh, God forbid, sex with those things as well? I mean, those are the most extreme things. People have married the ocean. I mean, I'm just giving you some examples of mental illness. And then it goes all the way to all kinds of stuff with women and women, men and men, and, all this other stuff. I'm not going to say, gender difference, switching genders and all that kind of stuff. The whole thing. It's mental illness. It's demons programming people to believe something that is ridiculous and preposterous, but they believe it because it's in their mind and heart, and it's been programmed since they were young, usually. And people believe anything almost, without God and without truth and without Jesus Christ, anything. Anything is possible to believe in that's horrible and messed up and mixed up. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's sad. It's really sad. But the Lord is about to really intervene very soon, thank God. Okay, especially for the innocent children. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And by the way, for you Christians who don't know the innocent children are going to be taken, why don't you? Why don't you? You need to know this. And if you don't believe it or know it, you need to know it. And it's going to be included. It's always included in my many videos I've put out for a while in the description box on the very bottom of the description box on this video. I have 3 links to multiple scriptures that prove multiple raptures, scriptures about innocent children being taken on the 5th day, and then scriptures about the 144,000, and that the 144,000 are scattered all over the world, and they're not who you think they are. Most people think. Okay, it's been kind of hidden, but the scriptures are there. Okay, most people don't understand what the word really says. Truly, not really. Unfortunately, because they haven't studied it. It says, study to show thyself approved, a workman that needeth not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. It also says to know Jesus. He goes, my sheep hear my voice, they know me. All this kind of stuff. And people just miss it. I don't, I'm not saying I'm all great and everything. I'm not. I'm in front of the line for the idiots that the Lord's gotten, that he's taking care of. I'm at the very front of the line I'm in the front of the idiot line. I'm nothing. I'm nothing compared to what he has. I've just been thankful to ride his coattails. That's what makes me anything. Ride his coattails, and he does it. And that's my perspective. I'm hearing under what he's saying. I'm kneeling, and he's speaking down and telling me what to do because I bothered to do that when most don't. That's the only thing that makes me anything, that I bothered to do that instead of doing my own thing like most Americans and most people in the world. I'm just saying Americans is some of the worst examples in the entire world of hypocrisy, especially Christian hypocrisy. You're supposed to, what does it say? It says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not unto your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Who does that these days? No one, virtually. No one that I've ever met virtually. Anyway, moving on. Listen, I am passionate about this stuff because if you don't get your stuff together with the Lord Jesus, you're going to go through stuff you can't imagine. You can't imagine. I can imagine because I've seen it. I've gotten dreams and visions about it, and it's horrible. It's horrifying. It's horrifying. And I'm not afraid of it because I'm in Jesus' care 100%. I am completely separated from that. And if I had to go through it, then so be it, because he's with me all the time. It's Psalm 91, baby. But it's horrifying, and I'm on this, doing this to help you. And if you mock me, God help you. God help you, because you really need help. And I pray that God would open your stupid eyes. As I'm doing this for others, I'm not doing it for my health. my my health is suffering actually and it's been suffering because of people, because I've been working so hard to do this at my own cost, but I know it's what I need to do, and it's what he showed me I need to do at my own cost in certain ways. Anyway, long story, but okay, so back to Charlotte, the in National Treasure. Sorry, man, you know what? I just move by the Spirit, and that's it. And if you don't like it, then go find someone else. Because that's me, that's the Lord, everything else. It's the heart of the Lord. I'm telling you. The secret lies with Charlotte in the National Treasure. Remember Charlotte, the woman in Jurassic World? I mean, are you kidding me? There's Charlotte again. The secret lies with, and they're telling you the secret lies with Charlotte. They're telling you. What's the secret lies with Charlotte? Full reduction reverse is 149, which is 529. The 149 day of the year is 529, and that's also right here. Look, it's 6 in the middle of 2-5, 625. And then this upside down and backwards is 529, upside down and backwards is 625. And it's showing you another way. And the length of this is 26 letters and 5 words, and 6 is in the middle of 25. There's one way of hiding it. 6 in the middle of 25, 625. And the whole thing equals 529, which is upside down and backwards, 625. I mean, are you kidding me? And then the secret lies with Charlotte another way. Again, the same letters in 625. And then this is 5, and then in the middle of 23 plus 2 is 525. Again, 525 is 5 months and 25 days into the year, which is 625. Oh, there you go, 625. Okay. And then we have Charlotte. Secret lies in Charlotte. You can look at the whole phrase meaning something, but then you can look at what it's saying. The secret lies with, and then Charlotte is the thing. So that is June 9th, the post day when Sticky BO is the Antichrist to the world. I mean, is at that point the man child's gone, to the restrainer's gone off the world to stop evil up to that point, and now he's got free reign. That's exactly backwards. July 9th, the post day, and then Charlotte's also the first day in the Julian, which is, again, I showed you earlier, 612. I mean, come on. The secret lies with Charlotte. Yep, absolutely it does. Okay, so this is part of the movie. This is later as I'm looking at this, some frames and stuff in the Jurassic World Dominion, and I'm just like, okay, that I knew this right away. This L4, I've been studying upside down and backwards stuff and how they do this for so long. It just popped out. I'm like, wow. So L4, just so you know, is 4. Again, it's also backwards. So let's start with 4. 4 is to the leech is June. It's the 4th month, because everything is off by 2 months as far as the Roman to the Gregorian. In fact, like I've said before, September is the 9th month to us, but Septem is 7. So, on all the way up through December and everything, it's off by 2 months. So 4 is June, and then L, of course, is 12. There's June 12th, first day in the Julian. And then flip this upside down and backwards, okay? And then we have 4. When it's open, it's an H. When the 4 is open like this, it's an H. When it's closed, it's a 6. When it closes, it's an upside down 6. Okay, you see that would be a 6 upside down, kind of slanted there. Okay, but so that's an H. And then this is the L becomes a 7. It's hidden again. There you go. So we have 7. I'm going to do this because that's backwards. 7, and then H is 8. July 8th, the last day. First day on the Julian, last day on the Gregorian. Okay, and then that 7-9 I showed you earlier on in Charlotte was the post day. It's the last day. Okay, I mean, incredible. Okay, and then look, another thing, just again, something simple as white L4 in yellow. Okay, white L4 in yellow is what this is. A white L4 in yellow. In fact, it's a little bit more yellow on the movie. This is kind of distorted a little bit. Anyway, so we got 7-8 right there. See, 7-8. I just showed you 7-8 in the L4 upside down back. And then look, we have 2-4, and this just 9 is upside down as a 6, so it's 6-24. And then we have, again, we have 6, 1, so 6-22 plus 1 is 6-23. We have remember 6-2-3 is 9-2-3 is 6-2-3, 9-3-2-9 or 9-2-3 is 6-2-3, and then we also have 6-2-3 again, or 6/2-3. We also have 6, 1 plus 23 is 24. So the first day is 6-24. But remember, I showed you the 9-2-3 and 6-2-3 upside down and backwards in the very beginning was all 6-25. So I'm just showing you that there without working it out, but I showed you already. And then white L4 and yellow is also in English, Sumerian, and reverse is spell this out perfectly. 2, 5, 6, 2, 2 is 25, 25th of June, 22. I mean, when I get into the years and the exact year and everything, it's just crazy. And I see this all the time. 22 is it, man. Okay. And then check this out. An iPad Go 2, this came out in on June 24th, 2012, and you can remove the 0, they don't count zeros, and then rule of cloud, you can remove the 1. So that's predictively programming the first day exactly 10 years ago to June 24th, which is 2022, which is 666. Okay, the hidden 666. Of course, June 6, 2022 is more obvious. A lot of people took that bait. And I knew it was possible that there was some stuff that happened on that date, but it's always the thing that you don't expect usually. I mean, so June 24th is 6/6, 2022 is 6, but that was exactly 10 years ago to the day. That's all on purpose. In fact, if you go from that date of iPad Goat, okay, to the actual first day, which is one more day later, but that's the pre-day, but this would be the actual first day. Check this out. It counted back, it goes 6/25. 6 down there, /25 backwards. 6/25. 6/25. I mean, come on. And then we also have 10 years in one day, which is the portal in the center of the two pillars. 101, or like on Ready Player One, IOI, which is 101. 101 is 10 years and one day. 10 years and one day. Every time you see 101, or what, even in college, the first class you take is 101. 101, because they're getting you ready for that first day, because it's 101. It's all over. It means several things anyway, but I'm not getting into everything it means right now. But it's also 512. 101 is also 512, which is 5 months and 12 days in the year, which is 612. I mean, it's many things. Okay, that same thing also is 522 weeks from when iPad Go was released to this actual first day. It's 10 years exactly, or anyway, it's 522 weeks. Now this is crazy. 522 comes up in all kinds of ways. In fact, check this out. Another way it does. From the Revelation 12 sign, 14 days before the Revelation 12 sign, Jupiter came out of Virgo between Virgo's legs. It exited the body exactly on 9/9, so that was a birth. To the birth I'm talking about of the faithful going into heaven on the last day, 7/8 going to 7/9, but 7/8 is 522, a 5 in the middle of 22, or 252 weeks, which is another 522. By the way, that's just happens to be my wife's and I's. It just happens to be our anniversary, and a bunch of other things. This is crazy. Anyway, it's also 58 months, and Trumple, who is a trumpet of he's John the Baptist of Stinky BO in a weird, sick way. He's the 58th president. He's Mr. 58 in so many ways, and that's trumpeting the Antichrist, and that would just happen to be 58 months. 58 months. Oh, yeah. So here's Lily right here, and that's when she's about to drop the apple on the first day. And the apple roll, as I've shared a lot of videos in the past, the apple roll represents the 14 days, and that's where I first started understanding this 14-day concept. Lord was showing me it's each roll is a day, and it hits Obama's foot on the 8th day, and then goes back and forth, and there's a total of 14 days. Then there's a pre-day now, and there's a post-day. But pointing at this is showing June. So all this back here is months. There's 12 months back here with these 12 heads. This is also 12 presidents as well. This is also four boys, the Thai boys, 4. Oh my gosh. 12 Thai boys that were stuck in the cave back when, whatever. But this is a timeline for several years, going back to like 2017, 2018, 2019. But in the last few years, this has been showing the eclipse that we've had these solar eclipses, these exact what do you call them with the line around it? I can't think of it right now. Annular eclipse. Oh wow, they're annular eclipses to point to June. It was just kept pointing to June. And then this year there's not an annular eclipse in June, but it kept getting, there was several months, a couple of years recently that we had annular eclipses exactly in June 21st, and then most recently June 10th last year. So this year it's pointing to June, okay? Also we're pointing to June in different ways. So look at her hair is 6 for June, the month of June, the 6th month. Okay, it's curled like that. I've known that for a while. And then upside down and backwards is 23. So we have 623. And again, what's 623? That's upside down and backwards eventually, like I showed you in the very beginning. 625. Okay, remember I showed you how that works out. But then also 623 plus 1 right here. There's highlights and dark parts, so I'm just accentuating that by shooting these lines here for 1 and 1. So it's basically 623 plus 1 is 625. The first day is right here. And then right in her hair, to even prove more that this is June, is a rose that's in her hair, in her ear, basically, top of her ear, basically, is a rose. And that's the birth flower for June. Why is June birth flower a rose? The birth flower for the month of June is a rose. The rose is the ultimate expression of love, desire, and passion. The rose, not necessarily red, however, is a sacred symbol of the ancient goddess Aphrodite, and Venus is also connected with them, but whatever. So that's showing that. Now look at this. I couldn't believe this. When I pulled this up from Google, I couldn't believe this. Look at the date. The date. And see, they do this stuff all the time. Look at this. Remember Miles Davis's birthday, May 26th? And then remember this. Look at what this is. May 26th is 526. And then we got backwards, so that's 512. So I put it like that, 512. So 526 backwards is 625. And then again, 5 months and 12 days into the year is 612. There we go, both first days of both calendars. And they just put it right there, just hidden in plain sight. With the rose, it's on Lily's ear. I mean, come on. This is massive evidence. Massive evidence, okay? Let's just keep going. And then you have Lily. And then we have the rabbit, okay? That's a rabbit. Also white, because it's a white rabbit. White is also the number as well, but I can't do everything, and I'm not going to do everything. I could do millions of things. Okay, anyway, I got to pay Verizon. Okay. Oh, that reminds me. I got to ask for money. Anyway, because I have a phone, and I do this, and I got to have a phone bill, anyway, I'll just wait till the end of the video. But anyway, that... I don't need to be reminded, but anyway, it's fun. It's really fun to need money and ask for money. Fun. Have you ever done that? Do you ever do that consistently? It's not what I would choose to do, but you know what? I'll do whatever it takes for the Lord. Okay, that's just the way it is. Okay, so Rabbit and Lily, and again, they're both white, as you can see, and white is also the numbers, and I'm not going to get into that right now, but it is. It's the exact day and everything. So Rabbit, simply just to show you, is 9 upside down 6, and then we have 20, and then 1 plus 2 plus 2 is 5, and anything at 9 just is the same, so 1 plus 8 is 9, get rid of that. We got 6. We can even move the 6 over here, because you can move any two letters anywhere you want. So 6 over here, and that's 6, 20, and 5 is 625. Anyway, just making it kind of quick here. And then Lily is 58. Remember 58, the 58th month? Gosh. The 58th month, okay, from when iPad Go was released. And that's when she drops it. Do you get it? Do you get it? 58 months from when iPad Go was released. Lily drops the apple. Man, 58 months right there. And if you just reorganize Lily a little bit, put the 2 L's over here, I and Y, and then you just, instead of the L being 12, you can just switch that too to make it a little easier, because you can move these around a little bit. So that's 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2, that's the year 2022, and June 25th. June 25th, 2022 is the exact day. And it's exactly 58 months from when iPad Go was released. And that's Lily. Hello, McFly. The ones who don't get it, you need to get this. I mean, it's right in front of your face. I mean, seriously. Wow. Okay. And then, look, Obama, Zulz, no, Stinky B.O. and Bushels, the bushel basket, the nugget right there, bush nugget. Okay, right there. These two guys are both 163. And by the way, this is the day after the first day is 613, it's June 13th, but it's also the 136th day of the year, which is 612. It shows you right here, 612 of Julian, 136. And his name just happens to be 163 in reverse, and his name just happens to be 163 in the English ordinal. The first day of the Julian, the 136th day of the year, June 12th. That's why these two guys are in there. In fact, every character that's in there has to do with this day, first day. Even Osama bin Laden and all these other people, whoever's else is in there, all these other, not many other people in there. Okay, So again, I'm going to reiterate what I've talked about for the last few months, and I'm sorry if I am, beating a dead horse, but it's finally going to happen, I believe, and the Lord's confirmed it in so many ways, and hopefully you get this. And wait till you see what I'm about to show you too after this. Wow. So the Queen's done or removed. He's dead or removed. He's back. He's probably going to announce he's going to run for president, and again, it's a type of birth, and then he's going to be killed off fakely. I mean, he's part of it. 8 days later, there's something's going to be announced on this first day, one of these first days. Either the Touzles, Variantsels, or Monkeypoxels, okay, will be announced. I'm not sure. Maybe both or one or the other. I'm not sure yet because they've got a lot of numbers on both and a lot of predictive programming on both. And then we have Lapomazels going off on the first day and erupting, which it hasn't since December 25th of 2021. That's when it stopped. And then I'm saying Three Gorges Dam and or the Oroville Dam. Definitely Oroville Dam on the first day, but Three Gorges Dam possibly would go off on the first day as a sign of his birth and water breaking. And then we'll have the mega tsunamis when he's dead, and then lightning falls from heaven. Satan is kicked out of heaven, and he possesses his dead body on, I guess it's July 5th, I guess. So we got the 4th and 5th. We got fireworks. Think about it. Fireworks the night of 4th of July to bring in July 5th, and that's when the fireworks really go off. And the United States is really pretty much done. And that's exactly all the way back to 1776. Crazy. Okay, anyway. There's so much I could share. So much I could share. But these things I'm predicting on the first day, and when most of these things happen on the first day, you'll know that Jesus showed me this. Jesus is the man. He's a man with a plan because the first man ran. He's the second Adam. He's the Son of God. He is Lord over everything, including numbers, including gematria. So if you have a problem with that, all this stuff, go to him. Complain to him, not to me. I'm just the messenger. He's the one that gave me the message. And if you can't see this and you see that he's working in this, man, wow. Woo! I'm sorry that you can't see the forest for the trees. So, and then the Lord just told me recently when I'm putting this all together, I'm about to be finished, he only said to me, oh, Lord Jesus. He said, you have fought the good fight. You have finished the race. And you have kept the faith. He said it just like that. And I know the scripture, of course, so I pulled it up, and then he said, because I want to look at it, and then just to think about it, and what he said to me, he said you instead of I. And then he goes, look it up. I'll confirm it for you. I'm like, what? Because you've kept the faith and all this stuff up to a particular time. And he said, I'll confirm it for you. And I'm like, what? You see, this is stuff he does that is against religion, against your religiosity that people do. And I don't get into personal gematria too much. There's really freaky stuff out there with people that they've experienced that's phenomenal, amazing. And it has to do with building your relationship with them. They show you stuff about yourself, and sometimes in your name or sometimes in your experiences, and there's numbers involved in all that. And it's amazing. And if you don't understand that, you're missing a massive dimension of God and his communication and his love and his tender connections with people and all his winks he gives people. He's given me thousands upon thousands of winks in my life of events. And I mean, even, one time I'm just having a hard time, and there's like two doves like flying right in front of my windshield, going exactly the direction I'm going. And they like went right in front of me, and they're like flying right where I was going. And it was just like, I mean, when does that ever happen? And flying exactly direction and just flying right with me and the speed I'm going in my vehicle, and saying I'm with you, like I'm one of them and he's the other one and he's with me, and he was kind of saying that at the same time. I mean, if you don't have those, I mean, how can you have a connection to him if you don't have those kind of things, especially with what this world is and how hard this world is? I mean, and I've had millions of those, thousands of those, seems like at times, and they're just amazing. They're awesome. And then with numbers and stuff and everything, it's just incredible. So anyway, so I have fought the good fight. I've finished the race. I've kept the faith. Is 599. 599 is 5 plus 9 is 14. That's 149. The 149th day of the year is 529. Upside down backwards is 625. And then, as I showed you earlier, This one here, 329 is 923 backwards, so it's the same thing. 923 upside down, 329 upside down backwards is 62E, and 62E is 62E is 5. There you go. He confirmed it, and then he said, "Here, look at this one too." And then he showed another level of confirmation. When he said, "Go do it," I wouldn't have looked at it if he didn't say, "Go look at it." I wouldn't have. I usually don't do that. I don't put a lot of things. I don't try to make things what they're not. Some people try really hard. That's why another reason why I don't share personal gematria on my Telegram and too much and whatever, unless Lord really shows me and He says, "I want you to share it," because it can look kind of, especially if you're really focusing on it, if you really make it a big deal, it can look like you're really trying to make things happen, trying to make spiritual things happen. And sometimes you are, and you're immature, and you're trying to do that. And I had a guy I knew for a while that I was working with, and he kept doing that. And I just said, you got to stop doing that. Actually, a few guys I've worked with in the last few years. I've mentored several people through this channel and things. And a lot of them just eventually ghost me because they just can't handle the pressure of the enemy and everything else, I guess, and their own issues. And those issues keep coming up, and I keep showing them. And some people, they've gotten better and everything over time, but then eventually they almost pretty much all of them, except for one, I think, is ghosted me over time. They just don't even say anything. They just completely fall off the radar. And that's actually a term now, I guess, ghosting. I mean, and that is massively what's going on these days. Ghosting is just crazy. Anyway, this is also 295, which is 529, and then 923 down here, if you can see that. So just like before over here, it's another confirmation of this almost exactly. And this is Frank Baconus and reverse Frank Baconus, and how these relate to each other. One's normal, one's reverse. Because they have a capital I, then you can have Francis Bacon or Frank Baconus in these. So that's massive. Okay, are you ready for something that I am completely shocked by? I was completely shocked by this. Okay, and I'm going to end this video very soon here with this. I was stunned by this. So I just said to the Lord, because he remember he said to me, especially people that have been following me, follow my videos, Isis is born in 210 since February. So I thought it might be February. Then I thought it might be June because it's a second, whatever. And I'm like, finally, I just said, Lord, and I've been asking Him for a couple of days, and then I said it again to Him today, this morning, and I'm putting a couple things together finally on this video, a couple things I needed to add and whatever, and then I said, Lord, for this video, I just really want to know what is 210, and then He just first time since February, He's laid it on me, 4 months or whatever. He laid it on me, and I'm like, stunned. Okay, so here we go. Hopefully you get what I'm saying. You're stunned like me because phenomenal. Here we go. Ready? What is 210? 2,000 years and 10 days. He said, I'm going to prove it. And he said again, Gematria, look. It's a really cool way he confirms it, because with the numbers he can confirm it in just a phenomenal way by just saying it to me. And as for you. Okay, ready? What's 2,000 years and 10 days? It is 2010 and 2022. Backwards. So it shows exactly the year, and it shows that it's 2010. 2,000 years and 10 days equals 2010? 2010? And this, because this is reversed, this is the simple English, or English reverse English to this, because this is 6 times the reverse English. The reverse English is 2,000 years and 10 days is 367, which is 9/7, or July 9th, the post day. That's when he becomes the Antichrist to the world completely, and that is 266. 2 6s and 1 6. 266. 2 6s and 1 6 is 666, and that's when he becomes and that is backwards July 9th, 2022. Exactly. This is the reverse ordinal, and this is 6 times that. It's unreal. And then so I go, why is it 2000? Why is it 2000? and 2,000 years in 10 days. And I know why. Here we go. Ready? Because he's right here. Okay, it's under this. Okay, it's 7-9. See the 7-9 here. Okay, now let's go back 10 days. 1. This is 1. So it's 1 day. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What underneath it? 9, 10. This is right here. This is the 5th day right here. That's exactly 2,000 years. Okay, so we just took 10 days away. That's 2,000. The 5th day is when the children are taken. And when Smyrna, the church of Smyrna is engaged for 10 days after that, they have 10 days to get their stuff together and to not deny him. And then they're taken right here with the faithful. The Smyrna is like, they're not completely faithful, but there's a shot in them. And he says, well, don't deny me while you've been put in prison and FEMA camps and everything. Then boom, I'm the only one that talks about this. Because the Lord is showing this to me to get to you. Believe it or not, this will happen. Most of the stuff I'm saying for sure will happen. Now, I don't know exactly on the days. It looks like if you look at all this stuff, it's massive confirmation like I've never had. Okay, but I've never said I know for sure. I don't. Okay, it's my best guess based on what the Lord's given me and all the confirmations He's given me, and that's all I can say. And if you say anything otherwise, like I'm a false prophet and all this stuff, you're an idiot. Take yourself and your accusations and go wait over here until the Lord, you stand before the Lord, and He'll smack you a couple times, and hopefully that's it. Hopefully that's it. Hopefully He smacks you with truth, says, what the heck were you doing with my servant that I sent? And then, hopefully that's it for you. I'm praying that that's it for you. I really am. I pray that that's it for you. I do not want you to be cast somewhere that you shouldn't be cast into, that I don't want you to. But you speak against me, you speak against him, because I am sent by him. Believe it or not. It doesn't matter what you believe. There's the truth. And I am. Okay, so look, 5th day right here, children. That's when the age of grace is, that's when the 2,000 years is over. And that's it right there. Plus 10 days. Lord, you're amazing. Make myself laugh. Please help. Oh my God. I'm just so, oh my God. That is just huge. What you showed me there, I know that I know what it is now. What 210 is, I can't believe it. I feel very privileged and honored to have some of this information sometimes. Stuff I've been blown away so many times, I can't even, I'm so humbled right now and so many times I've been so humbled by his magnificence and his presence and his information and his understanding that I can't say anything hardly, but I have to. So, anyway, and he's just asking me, I ask him every time before I do a video if I should ask for help. You saw baby Verizon, I literally don't have money for Verizon, it's due tomorrow. It's just what it is, the timing, literally due tomorrow, the 18th. And then, and I do my best to pay everything before I need to pay everything and all that stuff. And I don't have that many bills or anything, but there's food. I don't have money to pay food right now. And that's coming up any day now, pay food again. And that's, $300, $400 bill every time, because I have family of 6 and all this stuff, anyway. So just letting you know what's going on, whatever. And so anyone that would, feel free to give or feel, led to give, please, there's a description, or in the description box below this video is PayPal and even Zelle. PayPal is way better. Zelle is way better. PayPal is free. You can sign up to zellepay.com. Also have my P.O. box, whatever. Anything, if you're able to help, we could use it big time. Thank you so much. And I hope you got blown away by this video, because I have been massively blown away, and I am 99.99999999999% sure that this is finally it, because of all these confirmations I've been getting. This, and especially this Gematria he shows me and the message he gives me, because he wants to confirm it for me and for you. He's given me these messages that I've had for months and even years, and now they're finally confirmed. I'm like, wow, and it's fine. I'm finally going to have my critics silenced, and I'm finally going to be with you, Lord. I'm finally going to have a new body so I can fight and kick butt and save a lot of people and do stuff I've always dreamt of doing, and the things I've dreamt of that you put in my heart and my mind to fight and have a particular sword and to have a flying horse and all these other kinds of stuff that he told me years ago. He said I would fly on a white horse to and fro to do the will of the Lord. And I go into dark areas and then come out and the enemy will not even know I've been there, and I'll go all this stuff. He gave me prophecy of that 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago now. And I'm like, when am I going to fly on a white horse? And how am I going to do what? I mean, how would the enemy not know? Because he was cast down to earth, and this was during the tribulation. And I had no idea. I had no idea about all this stuff, and it unfolded over these years. So anyway, I'll leave it at that. So I'll leave it at that so much. And thank you so much. If you ever give, please. And again, I thank also everyone who's ever given. Listen, all of you that have ever given, you mean so much to me and my family and the Lord. I can't even say. A lot of you, the timing has been incredible. And so I would love to shake your hand and thank you personally, every one of you. But he just said, I will take care of that and thank them when it's time. And I'll give them everything they deserve. And, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. So I do. And so, but I would love to thank every one of you. I just can't. It just kind of bothers me a little bit. But I understand what the Lord's telling me to do. So let him do it and do it in his way and everything. So that's where I leave it. But thank you so much. Everybody who's ever commented positively on my channel, prayed. Oh my goodness. Thank you for all the prayer. It's amazing. I felt it. I know it. It's still there. I know there's a lot of people that pray for us, and it's just been, it's massive, because I know I have people against me and witches and all that kind of stuff. And I don't even think about any of that stuff, but I know it. And I've had to battle some things here and there, but the Lord, because of the prayer I get, it's been easier and it's been more effective, and things have gotten rid of like that, boom, boom, because of the prayer and everything. So thank you so much. I can't even express. If you pray for us, think about praying for us, please do. Thank you. So anyway, that'll do it. And hopefully this completely blew your mind, because the Lord just keeps blowing my mind, and I can't wait for these days to kick off. Yes, horrible things are going to happen, but I've been waiting for so many years for this, and it's enough. Enough is enough. When you're going after innocent children, this is the perfect timing. Okay, I said this months and months ago. When they start going after the very innocent children, 0 to 5, and they're about to with the hokey pokey, then this is time. This is the perfect timing. Another evidence that it's about to happen. Children must be taken. Even if a few get poked, they're going to be taken right away. Just after that, just after that, Lord told me, don't worry about it. They're going to be taken care of. They're going to be taken just right after that, even if a few get poked. But it's the timing of when that comes and when the innocent are taken. It's huge. It's huge. It's massive. The Lord won't allow millions upon millions upon millions upon millions of innocent children to be defiled within a short time and completely taken over. No, not my master, not my father. No, never, ever. It's coming. So anyway, finally done. Thank you. And this is Exalted Lamb 1. God bless you. Over and out.